Okay guys, and welcome back. So what we've done so far is get a video, convert it into the three formats that that we want to use, um, got that all playing within this video element here, defined a few sort of parameters, tags if you like in here, and also taken a more in-depth look at the other tags that you can use, so you can find all of that in the previous videos. What we're going to be doing now is just adding a little bit of JavaScript into the HTML, which we're going to be able to use to modify certain things. And in this example, I'm just going to be modifying the size of the video. So what we've done so far is we have this. This is a root directory here with our index page that we're working with. We have a folder called JS, and in that we have this file called JavaScript. It's javascript.js. So we're going to want to call that in. So underneath the video tags, that will do. If we just type in a script src equals and then slash script, I'll just close that off. The source is JS, which is the folder JS, and then javascript.js. Just check that I spelled that right. That looks right to me. And we can now begin modifying this or putting code in for that. So I'll just save that. So in here, what we're going to want to do is to create a variable which will sort of get the element video by its ID. In this case, the ID is also video. And we can use that variable then to play with the different things that we want to play with. So just to sort of show you, I'll create a variable set of var, and then we'll just call it my video equals. Then we want to say document dot get element by ID, and just to explain, it's very important that you get these capitals in the right place. Not so much for the variable here, because that's exactly what a variable is, but document dot get, that's all in lowercase, element, and the E is capitalized, by, and the B is capitalized there, and ID, and the I is capitalized there. JavaScript is very fussy with things like that. You want to open up your brackets, and we'll use a semicolon to close that off. And the element that we're getting is video. So just understand that we're getting the element by the ID, so we're getting this element, but the method of doing that is by, it's going to be looking for an ID called video. So it's not looking for this here, it's looking for this sort of text inside this ID parameter. And now we can start playing with the JavaScript or adding some in. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a function, and I'm going to call this big. Brackets you'll want in there, and then you're going to want your curly brackets as well. And we're not calling anything in here, but because it's a function you need to put that in. And then we're just going to say my video, so in reference to this variable, so it's getting the element by the ID video. There's a variable there called my video. So my video dot width equals, and I'm going to make this big, so the max file size, the max width of the video is 854 because that's what we downloaded. So I'm just going to choose that for the big part of it, so 854. And then you want to use your semicolon to close that off. Simple as that. We're going to need another function called small. And again, exactly the same, my video dot width equals, we'll say 320, I don't know. Choose whatever value you want. And then finally, function normal, we'll call this. And it's going to be my video dot width. And the normal, I believe, was 420. So I'll just save that now. Just double check that that looks all right. And I think 420 is the original file size. Well, not file size again. The original width is 420, so that's good. Now, this won't do anything because we need to call these functions, which will then sort of bring everything else into play. So to call the functions, we're just going to put in 3 buttons. So it looks like this, so it's just a button and then slash button. I'm going to want to do that 3 more times because we've got 3 functions. Button and button, okay. And inside this, call it whatever you want. So I'm going to go for big, small, and normal. So this is going to create 3 buttons, a bit like submit buttons, with the text big, small, and normal in sort of 3 separate ones, which it does there. Now, I'm going to put a break in here just to sort of separate or put the video on a different line, if you like. Now, again, we've got the buttons, but, well, they don't do anything, and that's because we still yet haven't called the functions that we want to use. So if I go on button and then type in here on click equals your 2 quotation marks and the function, which is big, this big button here. So inside the button, the first sort of button angle brackets, on click equals, and then big, and then your brackets, and that will call the function big. 1 more, or 2 more actually. So again, on click, and this is for the small, we called that small. And 1 more time, on click equals, and then we're going to call the function normal. There we go. So if I save that, fingers crossed, when I refresh this and press big, the video gets bigger, small, smaller, and then normal here. And as you can see, we've only actually defined the width here. That's the only thing that we're modifying. So my video.width equals 320. We haven't said anything about the height, and I did sort of touch on this in a previous video, that videos are proportional, so you don't need to specify the height and the width. It will modify itself to size automatically, so that's not something that you need to worry about. So fantastic. We're nearly there, so I think in the next video we're going to be taking a look at Flash, and when I say Flash, I literally mean Adobe Flash, the big products. And what we're going to be doing is creating a fallback, and I'll talk more in depth about that and why the hell I'm deciding to use Flash. But as I said, in terms of a process called graceful degradation, putting Flash in there is what we call a fallback. So, but anyway, I'll leave you guys with this, and I will see you in the next video.